Hey, Warrior Saints, good morning. Welcome to today's episode of our Crucifixional live stream. Glad to have you beautiful people in with us. Hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget, visit warriorsaints.org/book. Get the book. It's there. It's a resource, a supplement to all of the work that we do. Love to have all of you guys reading it. Many people have already. It's done fabulously well, and I'm humbled by it. So make sure you get your copy today. So, as I've mentioned to you all before in the past, I own a little building, a little apartment complex, fourplex type of thing. And I have the responsibility to provide safe, healthy, and comfortable living conditions for my tenants. One of them sent me a text the other day. Hey, I broke the hose bib. So let me explain the story, and then I'm going to show you the text messages that the person sent. So there's a hose bib coming out of the side of the wall of the house, right? I mean, person screwed their hose onto it. For whatever reason, old age, rust, I don't know, whatever happened to their hose, the tenant couldn't get it off. And in trying to, they bent the hose bib where it projects from the wall, and it started leaking. Not a big deal. Stuff happens. Stuff like that happens at my house. I said, let me send the plumber. And I said, and I will try to make sure that the plumber keeps it as low as possible to help you out. Like, my assumption is, I gave you a perfectly functional hose bib. You broke it. It's your responsibility to take care of it. Well, sure enough, I got, the plumber went and took care of it. And I got an invoice from the plumber. I said, well, wait a minute. Why did you send this to me? I mean, the tenant knows they're responsible. And so I said, look, I would never let the plumbing company get shafted out of their payment, but it's not my responsibility. I mean, I didn't break the hose bib. My responsibility is to provide a hose bib. The tenant's responsibility is to take care of the hose bib. And when stuff happens, you fix it. You know that. I know that, right? So look what the person did. They're going to throw some text. Greg's going to throw the text exchange up there, and he's going to read for us. This is what happened. So when I said to the tenant, hey, I got an invoice. Did you not pay for it? This is what happened.
Per your text, you stated you would pay for it initially, and I'll have to pay you back, so I did not pay for it. Okay, is that easier for you? You can do it over a few months too, if that helps. Honestly, having to pay nothing would be easier for me because I am currently already in a financial bind with my other bills, so this adding on top of it is very stressful, especially when I didn't intend/physically break anything.
All right, leave it there, Greg. Like, can you see? I mean, and I said, whatever I said is I was trying to teach this person about responsibility. Sorry to cut off, Greg. But I mean, so like you can see what's going on there. I tried to help the tenant. I said, look, I will pay for it up front if you will pay me back for it. And even I'll give you a payment plan. It wasn't that expensive, really. It was a very minimal repair, all things considered. And like, I'll help you. I will work with you. I try to be a good landlord and owner to them. And they love me and I love them. So it works out well. But did you see the response? Honestly, having to pay nothing would be better for me. Well, no kidding. It's better for me too if I have to pay nothing for what you broke, right? Like all of it, like it just led me to think. So the exchange led me to this. We have to be responsible for the outcome of everything in our lives. This is not to negate the power of God. It is not to negate the grace of God. It's not to negate God's powerful right hand that is effective and active in the world. That's not what I'm saying at all. It is to say this person has to be responsible for the outcome of their life. They broke the hose bib. You just fix it. It isn't a big deal, right? Like I don't understand the problem with this. The problem comes from this person, young person, millennial age, was probably never taught or instructed or trained on how to be responsible, right? It's a foreign concept to this person. I know that from other experiences. And as I was thinking about that, like, I'm not mad at the person. I'm certainly not going to pay for it. I'll let them figure it out. And if they ask me to do it up front, I will help them for sure. But the point is, as I was thinking about this person, I'm like, that person was never taught. Had to be. Couldn't have been. My children would never do that. They wouldn't even think that. They would come and beg me for money before they would make their landlord have to receive a text thread like that, right? So where is this isn't a bad person that we're talking about, but where's the disconnect? The disconnect is pretty simple. They were never taught, and that becomes your responsibility and my responsibility to train up a child in the way that he should go. And when he's old, he won't depart from it, right? Like you have to build a house in order. You don't put the roof first. Obviously, you have to lay the foundation upon which everything else is built, right? I mean, like it's what's going to hold up the rest of the house, the walls and the roof and the rooms and all the rest of it. So if that foundation isn't laid, the house is going to wobble and crumble. You know what I'm talking about. And so it is with the foundation of our minds, our hearts, our moral and ethical compass, our dedication to God. One of the things that we have the responsibility to teach the next generation is about responsibility, and that you have to own every outcome of your life. So I'm throwing now responsibilities on us, right? On us as warrior saints to make sure we are teaching the next generation about responsibility so that they never send a text like the one I got yesterday, right? That's our responsibility. You teach and train them to own the outcome of their lives. Even the bad ones, you got to own it. You got to repair it. You got to fix it. You got to pay the plumber, right? It's our responsibility to do that. Now I'm going to let slip here something that is not yet ready, but it is coming. And it's like we have been saying all the way along, join the way of the warrior saint. But we're also taking steps to help the next generation. We have a series that provided on our website already called Becoming Men. It's to help the young fellas as they transition and become full-blown men. It was the first thing we did. I don't even know. I think we did it, Greg, way back in 2016, whenever we did it. And it was great then. Now I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, we are way better than this. So we are entirely redoing the Becoming Men series from scratch. The lessons won't be the same. We're not going to use any of these same ones. They'll all be brand new. The system this one's good. This one's real good. So we're working diligently on it. We hope to get it into your hands before school starts. That being said, we're working on helping the next generation, training them to take responsibility, among other things. That means you too have to be warrior saints, and you can become a warrior saint by visiting warriorsaints.org and subscribing to the program we have designed for you, which is the Way of the Warrior Saint. It's not for everybody. I mean, if you're soft and you like being soft, just turn my videos off. Stop right now. But if you really want to do the hard things and become the best version of you that you can be, you got to join the Way of the Warrior Saint. It's that simple. It's $8. There's nothing prohibiting you. You can do this. You can join us and be with us. All you got to do is click the link. I think it's here. The Way of the Warriors, or warriorsaints.org. I'm on the other side, Greg, wherever it is. warriorsaints.org. Click that link and join us on the movement. Like I said, if you want to be soft, it's easy to be soft and comfortable in this country. Do it. But if you want to be the best man and the best woman that you can do, you've got to join us on the Way of the Warrior Saint. Fun stuff. Love you, beautiful people. We will be back tomorrow. And as always, keep walking on the Way of the Warrior Saint.